Thank you. Thank you very much.
And good morning and welcome back to the Hubert Smith Radio Show, a little abbreviated version of Every Day I Have the Blues. We have lots of breaking news today. In particular, the St. George Greek Orthodox Church was set ablaze early this morning. The Knoxville Fire Department received the call, according to our information, about 7 o'clock. And they appeared on the scene. Flames on the inside already were visible from the outside. And here to tell us about it is Captain DJ Corcoran of the Knoxville Fire Department. DJ, good morning.
Good morning, Hubert. How are you, sir?
I'm doing just fine. I know that you've had a busy day, but this is breaking news up to the minute. So please, for the benefit of our listeners, people don't always turn on news on Sunday, only nerds like me. So tell us what happened, if you would, please.
Okay. Our firefighters received a call around 7 o'clock this morning to the St. George Greek Orthodox Church here at the corner of Kingston Pike and Kingston Park Drive for passerby saw flames and smoke and called 911 and reported it. Our closest station was Station 12, which is about a half mile from here. They were the first ones on the scene and reported there were flames coming from the roof area and from a broken window inside the sanctuary. So they were trying to gain entry into the front doors of the sanctuary with a tack line when a cross from the top of the building fell and struck one of our firefighters. He's going to be okay. It shook him up a little bit, kind of jarred his neck and back a little bit, but he's been transported to the hospital, but he was alert and conscious. But the flames, most of the sanctuary is pretty well gutted. That seems to be where the fire may have been the point of origin inside the sanctuary, and that's where we were concentrating our efforts. The top portion of the brick walls, the incident commander, when he was in the front, saw the walls separating, and we had crews that had just entered into the back portion of the building. And so he immediately pulled those firefighters out. Because of the construction, it's an open construction style, because you have the pews and everything, and you have exterior walls that support the roof through rafters and all. And he was afraid that with that building separating like that it would pull the rafters away from the supporting walls, and the roof would collapse. So he pulled those folks out for safety reasons. But the fire's out now. He called it under control around 8:40 this morning. Most of the damage is, like I said, it's in the sanctuary in the foyer. Just as you go inside the front door, there is some water damage to some of the classrooms down below.
Hang on, I don't think your microphone's on, Megan. Turn her microphone on, please, Dave, if you don't mind. DJ, Megan Venable is in studio with me. I think she wants to ask you a question.
I was wondering,
sure.
Was the fire set intentionally?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that, please?
Was the
Megan?
fire set intentionally, does it seem?
We have arson investigators here on the scene. Their job begins as firefighters wrap up the hose and everything, and what they'll do is they'll dig through the rubble and debris and try to determine how and where the fire started. But at this time, it's too early to determine if it was, purposefully set or if it was just an accident. We don't know at this time.
Okay. Thank you, Chief Corcoran.
Most importantly, DJ, there was nobody injured but your firefighter is the only person that is reported to be injured. Are there any other injuries that you can report?
Correct. One injury, and like I said, it was non-life-threatening injury to one of our firefighters. No one was here. Luckily, no one was here at the church at the time. The church was locked up. We did have to force entry into the front. Talked to one of the maintenance men here, and he was the first one on the scene, and that was after we had already arrived. They were preparing for their Easter service this morning at 9 a.m., but fortunately no one was at the church at the time.
Well, once again, thank you to our fire department. And that station number 12 that you referenced, that's right there at Old Kingston Pike. Is that right?
Yes, it's just down the street, right behind a Long's drugstore, and right down the street from WIDK there.
Well, I know anything more than what you've given us would be totally preliminary, so I won't ask you questions you don't know. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for the great work that is always done by the Knoxville Fire Department, DJ, and being responsive to my call at a moment's notice. We appreciate that.
Sure. Thank you, Hubert.
Thank you. Be safe.
Okay, bye-bye.
13 minutes past the hour of 10 o'clock on this 12th day of April 2015. On the line with me was Captain DJ Corcoran, Chief Information Officer for the Knoxville Fire Department, as you heard him report. And as you may have